embracing these digital schools is no longer optional. It is very essential for preparing our students for the future. I want you to picture this scene where a classroom from the 1950s or 60s, where a teacher is armed with a piece of chalk, battling a noisy blackboard while students scribble away in their notebooks. Fast forward to today, and our classrooms are filled with tablets, smart boards, and more tech than a sci-fi movie set, isn't it? So now let's add a little twist. Remember the COVID-19 pandemic? While we were all grappling with Zoom fatigue and trying to remember which day of the week it was our first graders were busy becoming tech-savvy pros. Yes, you heard it right. Because the tiny tots were scanning their homework and sending it to their teachers. If they can master technology like that, we can certainly do that, isn't it? Let me just start my presentation. Yeah. So yes. Before we dive into the session, here is a brief overview of what we will be covering. We will begin by discussing the importance of innovation in teaching, followed by live demonstrations of several digital tools that you can easily incorporate into your classrooms. Finally, we will have a discussion and address any questions you might have. Okay. Let's take a moment to reflect this slide. This slide is all about the current state of student engagement. This highlights a serious concern because it is said that 8 in 10 teachers have reported that student engagement is a major challenge. And it's not surprising, particularly in the aftermath of COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic disrupted traditional teaching methods. I hope you all agree with me. Because we were forced to adapt quickly, but in doing so, it also unveiled a growing gap. Because 1 in 2 students now admit that they often aren't engaged in what they are learning. This isn't just a statistic. To me, I feel this is a reflection of the reality many of us face in classrooms every day. Now, that we have seen the statistics around student engagement, I would like to hear directly from you. Let's take a quick poll. Do you feel that student engagement has gone down after this COVID-19 pandemic? I'll share a link to your chat box. Yeah, I want you to click that and you will be able to see a poll popping in your screen. Give me a minute. So I could see some responses already coming in. Okay, 2 have come in. Please feel free, join at slido.com and you will be able to type this code 3646056 and you'll be able to see this poll. And you just have to click yes or no. Teachers, are we all with me? I could see only 2 people have interacted with me, and 1 has said no and 1 has said yes. Okay. We are 22, excluding me, and feel free that we are not going to see each other, going to do a polling right now. This polling is very important when it comes to teaching.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Preeti.
Ma'am, definitely, ma'am, it has gone down.
It has gone down. So,
Yes, ma'am, they expect everything to be given on a platter.
okay. Thank you, Preeti, for your response.
Welcome, ma'am.
Fine. Let's see how the result has come. So do you feel that student engagement has gone down since COVID-19 pandemic was my whole question? And of course, there is a percentage of 63% of yes. And of course, it says, the statistic says what we have discussed as well, right? Okay. I'll close the poll now so that I can go to the next session of my things. Okay. So this polling is a great way to gather a snapshot of what we all are seeing in real time, isn't it? Because after the poll, we will take a moment to reflect on the result, like discuss how these going to be, can helping the address the challenges that we all are facing, right? So see, the poll says the same as well, because the students are more distracted, as some of the member and the participants also said. The students are more distracted, less connected, and we need to innovate to meet them where they are, isn't it? So this is where the digital tool comes in. I have shown you the first digital tool of today already. That's called Slido. Slido is an interactive tool that allows you to engage your students in real time. You can use it for live polls, quizzes, and question and answer sessions. The best part is that it's anonymous. The students are not going to, it's not like that, okay, some names, if I can take it, Rajvi has said yes, or Chitra has said no. No, it's an anonymous tool so that students feel comfortable sharing their thoughts without the pressure of speaking up in the class. For instance, imagine you are teaching a course on, say, renewable energy systems, and students, instead of diving straight into the lecture, you can start with a poll, asking them which renewable resource do you think has the most potential for future development? Is it solar or wind or hydro? No, but when you give that poll, students submit their votes, and you see that solar gets the most responses. So with this insight, you can take your discussion ahead, focusing on recent advancements in solar technology. And you can even go and explore case studies where solar energy has been particularly impactful. So you can run quick polls to gauge understanding like the one we just did, or even conduct quick quizzes to test knowledge. It's mobile friendly as well. So that's why I call the digital tools as saviors. Instead of traditional textbooks, students engage with multimedia content, videos, quizzes, simulations, making learning not just more effective, but fun as well. So digital tools, they can cater to different learning styles. And they are not confined to what's inside the classroom or textbook. It will open doors to the world of knowledge just a click away. So you will be able to foster a lot of participation and create a more engaging and collaborative environment. Yeah. Okay. Now that we have discussed the importance of engagement, let's dive into our next digital tool that's called Padlet. It's a fantastic tool that's easy to use as well. So here I'm going to send you a link where you will all be taken to a Padlet board. So when you open it, you'll be able to see. I'll just stop sharing and then I'll share. Can you all check the link in the chat box? I have shared a Padlet board. So once you click on it, you will be able to see the screen that I'm sharing right now. Can you all see the screen? This is a Padlet board. It's a brainstorming board that I've asked you to introduce yourself, because we have not did a formal introduction. So I thought I can use this Padlet as a tool for introducing ourselves. And in this, I have put a question like, share your name, your role in education, and what inspired you to become an educator. So I want you to click this link in the chat box, and once you go there, you will be able to see a plus symbol where you can type your name, your role in education, like what, like are you a professor or you're a primary teacher, and what inspired you to become an educator. I'll give you 3 minutes of your time